Rebound taken by Harris.
Nice pull-up that time by her. And the turnovers are even at 3 apiece now.
Harris hands back to Shelby Campbell. Here comes the blaze.
Candy.
Candy is like Campbell.
Looks like Kelsey Blackburn's face guard on the outside there.
And Brooks matched up out front with Campbell. She'll slough off, and Campbell gets it, shoots from the left elbow. A little 12-footer, no good. London Eli skies for that one, goes up over Nolan. She'll kick to Brooks. Here comes Lebanon.
Nice feed that time by Deanna Harris.
Lebanon leads 9-8, 6:14 to go here in the second quarter. Coggins in the corner. Your 5 on the floor. London Eli, Marissa Jennings, Kelsey Blackburn, Jasmine Brooks, and Shay Coggins. Brooks feeds to Coggins, right wing, knocked away by Nolan. And they're going to call a foul on Shay Coggins, I think.
I don't think so.
Or was she on the out-of-bounds line?
She stepped on the out-of-bounds line, yes. And it runs the turnovers up for 11 to 4, and Blackman has 3 so far.
Tough matchup for Shay Coggins, as Kelsey Nolan, a lot shorter and a lot quicker. But Coggins making the most of it.
Blackman back in and Brooks out now for Lebanon.
So very, very careful with Jasmine Brooks.
Yes.
Coach Brown and the gang, and just into the ball game. Oh, Blackburn tipped that away just into the ball game for Blackman is LaDonna Bailey. So Coach Hibden going to the bench early and often here. Here's Nolan out high. She'll spin around, shoot from the free throw line. Jumper is good. So Kelsey Nolan with a sudden spurt here, and Blackman has their first lead of the night at 10-9 with 5:25 to go before half. There's that full court pressure. Marshall back to Coggins, and Nolan with a body bump, and that time Coggins just beat her to the spot basically, and Nolan tried to throw a body block. They'll whistle her for the foul, the 4th on Blackman.
And the first on her. Again, the pressure giving Lebanon trouble in the backcourt.
Here's Blackburn, right wing, guarded by Nolan. She'll kick it out high to Iceland. She will shoot from back there. She'll drive, penetrate, kick to Marshall. Marshall to the baseline, a little running layup. No good, gets her own rebound on the far side of the rim, and now it's a battle for it. Loose ball comes out to Nolan, and she got her feet tangled and traveled before she could dribble. So it'll stay with Lebanon.
Nice drive that time on the baseline by Ebony Marshall.
Here's Blackburn set the inbounds. Eli throws a pick from Marshall. No place to go. They finally go out to Marshall. Campbell gets a hand on it, but quick thinking knocks it over. Somehow Eli saves it from going out of bounds. They go back to Marshall, top of the key. There's London Eli across the lane. Short jumper, no good. Tries to run it down, and Dorsett. Wow. Good break for Blackman that time. Looked like Lauren Dorsett might have touched that last, but they'll say last touch by Lebanon, the official closer than us. So Blackman with the lead and the ball with 4:43 to go before half, 10-9.
Better eyes too, Mark.
Much better.
Yeah.
Here's Bailey, kicks it back to Dorsett. They'll go over in the corner to Campbell. London Eli steps out on her. Campbell drives, short jumper blocked. Nolan with the loose ball, and she walked again, no call. They'll get it to Bailey. Kick it out front to Dorsett. Stop just inside the three-point line. Long shot, no good. And Coggins literally takes it away from Nolan. She'll kick it back to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. 4:16 and counting. Blackman leads 10-9. Just before halftime, halfway through the second quarter here. Coggins on the right wing, out high to Blackburn between the rings. Swings it left side to Marshall. Goes down low to Iceland. Eli right in front of Dorsett. They're going to call Lauren Dorsett for a hook on the arm.
I tell you what, they're really, as Dorsett picks up her first and the team 5th, they're really putting bodies on both of our post girls down low to give them fits trying to get the basketball and then limiting the one shot as we talked about earlier, and not letting them, just one, not letting them hang around the basket with ease. Every time they turn, they get double teamed. As she puts up her first one, and it rolls in and out.
Point, it almost fell in, but just could not hang on the rim. And checking back in is Blake Brown, and to the bench is Lauren Dorsett.
Ebony Marshall, Iceland Eli has 2 so far tonight. She got both of those at the charity stripe.
Her second one is up and good. So with 4:02 to go, we're right back where we started from, all tied at 10. Here's Campbell in the front court, kicks left wing to Brown. Brown weaves around. Back to Campbell. And I'm sure Coach Hibden would love to be patient here and work for a good shot, because they really have tried to go inside, just what we thought they wouldn't do, Coach.
Exactly, and they've done it a lot on drives, which we've seen both of their girls get down there today and not want to put it up. So they just like that one.
They get between those layers in that zone. There they go back door to Nolan. She'll run across, and London says, I don't think so. That looked like a spike in volleyball.
He nailed it, buddy.
She wound up for that one. No ball fake by Nolan. She pays the price. Here's Coggins for three. Right wing. No good. Backside rebound. Eli. That's way too easy.
Yeah.
Great position that time by Iceland Eli, and it's 12-10 Lebanon on the offensive rebound and put back by Iceland Eli.
Nice offensive board work there.
Here's Blackman, the Lady Blaze in the front court. Here's Campbell again. Feeds over here to Nolan. They're looking inside for Tiana Harris back into the game. Campbell works back between the rings. Brown in the corner. London steps out. Now they try to go inside. A great step in steal by Iceland Eli. She's on her way, and she will do a crossover and take it straight to the hole. Boy, I'm telling you, when she gets in the open court, it is a done deal. Her stride, oh, man, that is a great move by Iceland Eli, and it's 14-10.
She's exploded for 5 points this quarter, Marv.
And they have been explosive.
They have.
Here's Campbell. Left wing to Nolan, and they're London is matched up in there with Tiana Harris, and that's just not fair. It's really not.
But when she gets it down there on the baseline, she can do something with it.
Oh, great save in Brown's. Kick it to Brown. No good. Battle for the rebound in there, and it looks like Coggins is going to tie up Bailey. Possession arrow with Lebanon. As Lauren Dorsett will check back in, and to the bench will be LaDonna Bailey. Boy, and that was a weird sequence of events right there, but Lebanon comes out of there with the ball.
It seems like Blackman's having a hard time to figure out where they want to score from. They don't.
Timeout, Lebanon.
So we'll take it with them as we tell you the score with 2:09 to go in the second quarter. 11-14, Blackman 10. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 11-14, Blackman 10. Take it away, Marv.
And here comes Lebanon Brooks across the timeline. Your five on the floor, London and Iceland Eli, Ebony Marshall, Kelsey Blackburn, and working between the jump circle and the top of the key was Brooks. Feeds over to Marshall. Marshall gets bumped, loses the ball, no foul called. Campbell picks it up. Here comes Blackman. Blackman tries to kick it in the corner. They'll get it to Dorsett, working around top of the key. Three for Brown. Off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound to Blackburn. So Kelsey will work her way across the timeline, and with 1:40 to go, Lebanon leads 14-10 with the ball.
I tell you, if Blackman could have hit any of their threes right now, it could be a tough ball game for us.
Battle of the boards goes to Lebanon, 15-6 now as Eli spins in the lane in a little short jumper, and it's 16-10.
7 points so far this quarter, Marv. 9 for the night.
So Iceland coming alive here in the second quarter. It's a 6-point lead for the Blue Devilettes.
And when you talk about a total of 16, that's quite a few of them.
She's got a high percentage, doesn't she?
She sure does.
Kick in the corner to Dorsett. Almost traveled, but didn't. They're looking down low. Skip pass all the way across. Wide open over here is Jessica Campbell. Three-pointer is good. Somebody lost her in the shuffle, so the senior, Jessica Campbell, able to nail the three, and it's suddenly 16-13 with under a minute to go.
Really, the three has made a difference tonight for Blackman so far.
Here's Blackburn, works her way to the baseline, bumped by Nolan. She'll get it back to Brooks.
In the 2-3 zone now to try to cover up the big girls.
Blackburn goes inside to London Eli, and it'll go off of Nolan's leg, but great entry pass as they threaded the needle between three Blackman Blaze players, but it'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lebanon.
And when you talk about the threes, or even we say a big one right before the end of the first quarter, and now one here before the end of the second quarter, and with the score only 13-16, 3 points goes a long way, doesn't it?
Oh, and there's London Eli. Great catch and putback. Could not get it. Gets her own rebound. Her putback is good. She is working so well underneath.
Yeah, what effort to stay with that basketball and get it back in there.
So it's back up to a 5-point lead at 18-13. 24 seconds and counting. Campbell works over to Nolan. Nolan kicks it back to Campbell. As Shelby works around, looks for Dorsett right at the jump circle. 13 seconds. Down to 10, Dorsett. Skip pass all the way across on another long three over here by Jessica Campbell. No good. Backside rebound. Nolan, though, and her putback is no good. Battle for the loose ball. Blackburn has it. She won't get a shot off, but I tell you, great defensive effort that time. Your halftime score here from Hester Gibbs Court, Campbell Brandon Gymnasium, Lebanon 18, Blackman 13. Folks, we do want to let you know the folks that make this possible for you guys to hear. Coach Brown has made the adjustments, and they'll blow them away here in the second half. And we are underway. Here's Nolan. Kicks it right side to Campbell. Looking inside. Back to Nolan, top of the key. Back to Campbell. They can't go into Harris, but they'll go in the corner to Dorsett. London Eli pops out on her. Is that a 2-3?
Levin's in a 2-3 and really pushing it outside. You see London. She's all the way out next to the arc.
And there's Nolan. Kicks it in the corner to Brown. Can't control it. And great step in by Jasmine. But Campbell able to run it down. But Jasmine Brooks with that quickness. And Campbell will take it to the free throw line. And London steps out.
Ooh. And
then Iceland steps out. So another block. 3 for London now in the game and 2 for Iceland.
I like the way we're keeping up with it.
There's Iceland in the corner, drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Marshall. She'll fake the 3, kick it to Brooks, top of the key. She'll take the 3 off the back of the iron. Long rebound in the corner, ran down by Iceland. Goes inside to London, turnaround jumper, no good. Brooks zips in to get the ball and whips it underneath her Eli, and then it gets knocked around back to her, but Lebanon controls. 6:57 and going, counting here in the third. 18-13, Lebanon by 5.
Lebanon really coming out trying to take charge the third quarter here, going to the offensive glass hard. 3 shots so far this trip, and they're still not done.
Backside pass to Iceland Eli, and she gets it to go. Great catch and shoot, and it's 20-13.
And London Iceland has 11. Hillwood math is missing you tonight.
No, I had 10 plus the pin is 11.
Yeah, I got you.
Here's Nolan inside. She'll go to Harris, kick it back to Campbell. Nolan will drive, and I don't think she'll shoot there again. You notice how she thought about it.
And nobody wants to, Marv.
No.
That's a great thing about the Blue Devilettes.
And the most impressive thing is all these blocks have come without the expense of the foul. The fouls have not been called. Both Eli sisters have learned how to play defense without drawing the fouls. Here's Nolan, left wing, right side to Campbell. 6 minutes to go. And Campbell will take it straight to the hole. And her running layup down the lane puts it back to a 5-point game at 20-15.
It was a good drive there that time.
They left a seam, and she took advantage. Here's that full court pressure. Back to Marshall. Marshall up to Brooks. Almost a walk, but Brooks kicks in the corner. Eli will shoot the 3 from the left wing, and it's good. She is a complete player, folks. She does it all. Defense, rebounding, 3-pointers, inside. She can do it all, and it's 23-15.
12 on the night.
Here's Campbell. Kicks to Nolan. Nolan will drive that same spot. Campbell goes in, and Brooks cuts her off. She'll kick it back over to Kelsey Nolan. Nolan in the corner. Dorsett will shoot just inside the 3-point line and drain it. And timeout. Blackman will take it with them. 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. 11-23. Blackman 17. Back in 30 seconds.
All over them. And, of course, Iceland is really on this end on the offensive part of it. Take it away, Marv.
Well, they call that timeout to set up the full court pressure, and they put it in play. Here's Marshall on the left wing, moves across on Nolan. They're going to call.
And it paid off.
Marshall stepping on the sideline. Nolan with a little bit of a block right there and able to force Marshall to step out of bounds. Brooks checks out, and back into the ballgame, Shea Coggins.
And that evens it. The turnovers were even at 5, and now Lebanon goes up 6-5 in the turnover categories.
23-17, Blackman with the ball. 4:53 and counting here in the third. They go baseline. Nolan with the short jumper. Backside rebound and put back by Blake Brown. So Blackman with a quick 4-point spurt, and it's back down to 4 at 23-19. Marshall up ahead to Iceland. Iceland with the left hand will work across the lane. Has it taken away from behind by Campbell. Campbell's trying to weave through traffic. She'll take it down, and Iceland with a swat from behind and runs it down in the corner. Gets it up to Blackburn. Lebanon's got numbers if they can hurry. And they're going to call Blackburn for a push-off as she threw her forearm out, and it looks like she landed hard on that ankle.
Sure enough, she sure did. And she just caught her not looking. She caught and wanted to run up the floor and turn around, and she was there. As they work with her a little bit, that evens the blocks up at 3 apiece with Iceland with 3 and London with 3. We're really playing the ball, and Kelsey looks like she's going to be okay as she makes her way to the sideline there.
And trainer Justin McKinney with his normal great
job.
Work over there.
Yeah.
But Blackman with the chance to cut into this 4-point lead. Dorsett trapped. Thinking about going out high, finally does to Campbell. Campbell penetrates, cut off by Marshall. Skip pass all the way across to Brown. Stepping out on her is Jennings and Coggins. Jennings steps in to take Blackman's place. Here's Campbell, right wing. That 2-3 zone working for Lebanon up to this point. They'll kick it out to Dorsett between the rings, guarded by Coggins. Back to Campbell. Campbell penetrates, and she'll try to go downtown, and straight step in by London Eli. I'll kick it to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. Great steal that time by the big gal, London